So today we're going to talk about immortality, meaning basically, it's not possible, right? You cannot be immortal. Immortality doesn't exist. Your body is sort of real, it is already decaying, and everything of transcendent, translucent, or any idea of that, meaning also a modern idea of transformation by computing your conscious into a new body is just a fake idea. If your conscious is ones and zeros, then the experience is gone of it. You're gone then. Once you put your mind into a computer and rehearsed it, you're gone. It's just a copy of you, nothing else. It's not you. There's no way you can be in that body. It's just an illusion how you want to keep that alive, which would be of you. Meaning, nonetheless, no matter what this video is about to say, everything but meaning everyone is and will die. The question is how? What will survive of you? Meaning, is there a soul? Is there a transcendent aspect? Is there something higher of your spirit? Can that be created even if you're just a body? Now that's a whole different idea. If you're just a mind, it might be able to be created, and meaning if you're trapped in a body, but I'm not the one who can, we are not the ones who can tell you that. Really not. I cannot and I will not be in any case or scenario not inclined and anywhere telling you and saying to you how to do that. For many reasons, but also one implication. If you are but a mental body, meaning a materialized effort, you did that for a reason. You were something else before. Otherwise you could have been freed by something else, but declined that as well. It doesn't need to be the Bible or Jesus Christ's blood, and you just understand something really not. And went back because of so many other reasons. Because I do believe in the spiritual reality and that there was saving, and it has been done if you revert that to different possibilities because of nothing else in your own selfish desire. It's not of matter. Now, even if you are a being of spirit and your body is not a matter in any sort of case, meaning that you are just pure essential being, you still will die. How does it work? Oh, first the basic idea to a creed to understand all of this. Magic is force. Darkness, the omen will prevail, and I am but nothing, thus force. No. So many more as well. Is there a higher God that you can aspire to? No, there's maybe a God concept. But God itself is being the archetypical idea of a good, where then an avatar everyone can be to that idea, but doesn't need a special idea to that. He's then walking in the face of goodness, but not really. Maybe this is meant by the Holy Spirit by some Christians. I don't believe in all of that. I believe that's basic moral reasoning. You're then just walking life. Because magic is forces. Well, darkness, the omen, will prevail, and I am but nothing. This is just a basic idea to a creed. It's not a credo, nor a creed. Nonetheless, even if you understand this and understand that there's tremendous alchemical, kabbalic, or something like it, meaning machinic power, so something that will and can engineer your spirit and your power and what is of your spirit to ideas, you will also just but die. You will always die. No one can survive this. You can put yourself in a new body, you can transform your soul to a new body, it's all worthless. It's all worthless, it doesn't matter. You can feed off the energy of others and prolong your life, you can make your body immortal, but then you are like an altered carbon, forgetting what is real and what is not. Your memories are stored and you access them, but you get tired of the situation and find life absurd and go to gamble. It's all irrelevant. You might achieve immortality, but not without dying. Because death holds power. The question is, how do you die and what will survive of you? So magic is, and the omen will prevail. But magic is, and I am but magic. But nothing, because magic Meaning magic can give a sense to life, can give you some value in life, it can give you power, immense, tremendous effort, but it can also make you fall astray, just like all that is. It can divert you from the path of everything. And just because you die, that doesn't give you a reason to be evil when you die more soon. Defend yourself at all costs, yes, but not that. Just for saying, for sexual reasons, but not for mine. So, in the now presence jades its story like a virtue to fairy tale. What? Why? What do I mean with that? Well, it's my opinion here. In the now, your presence is jading what will become of you, like what is a story to the fairy tale that you are or will be or have been. Has nothing to do with fate this time, nothing with destiny. Just your own perception, your own idea, your own realization, your own why. In the now, a presence jades. Always. Presence will always change you. And why is that? Because it's all there is. Time is not one moment, unless you live in eternal day. But you can also interact with people. Or different, unless they allow you to. But only thus which you are and crave to become is from the now. And I, inside the night by fire, for sometimes walk out something that is of magic always is. Yeah. So midnight, till day arrives. Hopefully not. Because it's all there is. Time is not one moment, but only thus which is you are and crave to become is from the now. You can live and have lived so long time. You will be always happy and will find that happiness again and again. But from that now, it's all that is. That now is the one moment, nothing else is. Your past has already been. You can rewrite it and try to rewrite it. But time is not on your side then. It has already happened, it has already set your stone. Not in destiny, not in fate, but to some degree it did, eh? So what you crave to become from that now is what is of any idea to, well, any further idea. So your fairy tale is writing itself. The process is writing you to even understand what you are and why your story is written from and by yourself the way it is. So, because it's all there is, that's all. Thus, YOLO really does have a point. Be happy with your choices. If you sign a contract for your soul and don't get raped or something illegal and you get your soul destroyed, don't negate why you did that and what you did. Don't understand or try to understand why you did a choice in the past if you're happy with it. If it could have been better or worse or any of that idea, that is totally irrelevant. Don't be something you don't want to be. Thus, YOLO really has a point. Be happy with what you choose for. And don't negate what will happen from it. YOLO doesn't say, oh, everything permitted, everything allowed, everything happens, I don't care. YOLO says, well, you have one life. That's all you got, one shot. So be happy. And don't choose otherwise. And if you don't want to choose and cannot make a choice yet, then don't make a choice. One life you got. Well, hopefully you have one. Oh, YOLO. Now, if your body dies, and whatever is of this idea is transcended into your spirit back by what is spirit, soul, etc., is there an idea on previously preparing for this idea? I saw other magicians, how they call themselves. I would never call myself like this. I would, if I need to put any term, because this doesn't make someone special or irrelevant, or it's just of a fantasy movie, but I would then prefer the term warlock. That's what I am, or we are. Meaning, is there a magic process for immortality? To prepare up front for this. Well, there's no special idea to that, right? Your energy needs to be filled by its own magic. Every miracle brings forth magic. Every life is a miracle, but a certain idea doesn't need to work then for everyone. So a frame. Is there a frame to be possibilized from this? Well, I don't give out any word. It doesn't need to work. None of this ever needs to work for you. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's likely that the previous ideas work, but this is really unlikely that it works with you. Here we come to the point, even if you're just a being of matter, this process would seem so irrational to you, and when you try to grasp it, I believe you would fall. You would divert everything you have been to nothing. And there we come to the point. If you would want that, that is a good choice. I'm not speaking to anyone special here or anyone actually directed. Meaning, if you lived a life and the reason why you went back is because you loved that life too much or had too many regrets, that's not the reason. You can learn to not do that, but you cannot infinitely learn. You cannot negate whatever you do. Now, I don't say I know someone who did that. I really don't. Now, magic has a point, though. It says you can transcend this idea anyhow without any damage. Yes, you can. The problem is you would need to really commit yourself to something that you may not want to commit yourself to. Because this world then, of what is of matter and where you lived in, and the life afterwards will not be anything but the same. No city. No tools. Almost no technology, but a laptop. Some cards maybe, but not even a TV. No. And there we come to the problem. If you would want all of that, you're in the wrong idea to even have this process of achievement. And then we come to the problem. Would you want an immortal soul afterwards that can decide? Yeah. But that immortal soul would come with a price. Of course, you would need to subscribe yourself to something so you can defeat the one who freed you and overthrow these beings or people or anything of it. But if you are of matter, in the process of becoming a soul, a spirit, which would be possible, because also matter is just in thought, just different, you would lose something. Because the more you want to prevail on the accords you have lived by, on free choices, the more you would then become less in that idea of spirit. Meaning your soul would have less memories, less experienced memories to any thought pattern, to any thought whatsoever, to any idea that is of what you were before. You would still remember everything you were, but you would not be able to act on it or with it. You would simply be a whole different person. And there we come to the point. Would that want to be achieved by someone? Would you want that idea? Right? It needs to be a free choice. If you would not want to be any different but how you lived and are of matter, your soul afterwards is just something you will discard again, become irrelevant to. This said, it would be possible, but may not be possible for every idea that is of matter. Coincidence might not struck, but how you lived, morality is there of importance. If you did a lot of wrong, you might not even have the choice to even have a little bit of that, even if it would be given to you. Meaning there's really no special idea to that, to any of this. The magic process for immortality, even if soul and spirit there now, thus there is no special idea to become that. Even if you are spirit, you're not yet eternal, not yet immortal. Immortality doesn't mean you can be harmed in the state of body, in the state of existence. That's defense, that's war. Mortality means you don't really get sick, you don't really decay, you don't really degrade yourself to any of idea. But it's work. So there's no special idea to do that. There might be processes, but this is really something I would cannot be offering. And as never, really, degree any idea that would want that to. Because wrong. I don't agree with these ideas. Search for someone. 100%. And don't be too unhappy about the consequence. Meaning, is there a frame? No evil or sins against someone else given. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. No sins given whatsoever. Meaning, I need to be more focused. Meaning, be all your energy in total sensation. Understand by what you are. Give no possibility to the word from the path. Stay with the energy to the flow of writing by what is your spirit, meaning the three processes in accordance to what makes you understand where the stable of energy will appear and come, and then bring that into the what is your spirit and the totality of it. This is all you can do, in my mind. And nothing else would work for me, and I would never work on something else. Don't make me responsible. Don't make us responsible for telling you this. There's no way that would ever fit in my idea. I would not work on it. I will not. Search for someone who can give that to you. But don't by my accords. Ours. Well, the wrong answer. The wrong to ask. There's nothing I can do for you. Really nothing. In all of the scenarios. Even if I would want to. Because this is how I am. Now, what would be the consequence if you practice this up front? When you already have a soul, you then transcend death and live afterwards. But the question is, how have you lived? Would you want to live with the sins that you committed to yourself, even just? And want to live afterwards an eternal idea, even if it would be given to you by anyone. Now, what is the consequence of this? Everything you ever experience will be in your spirit and everything you are. Meaning, you touch the door, the experience is forever in your mind, in your spirit. You need to negate it and revert the moment, even if it's possible or not possible. You can then discard that idea and rework your spirit, but that is not possible. Once your spirit, you flow in your own time, most likely. So revert the moment and are back to not having that experience. You can stable the energy, go from further, go on. Nothing else works. For me not, for my wife not.